Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is a video reviewing this SILI sponge. It's called the Amazing SILI Sponge. So we are going to see if this is worth it or how good it is compared to the Beauty Blender, and that's a lot of competition. To tackle the Beauty Blender is a very big task, so let's see if this is worth it. Also, along the way, I'm showing you some of my drugstore must-have face products. So foundations, concealers, that sort of thing. These are the products that I literally go for all of the time if I want a drugstore face of makeup. So make sure you look out for them and let me know in the comments below if you like any of the drugstore stuff I have as well, or if you've tried the SILI sponge and if your opinions are different to mine. So thanks for watching already, just the intro. Thank you for watching the intro. Without further ado, let's just get into this video. Okay, let's do this. So, the Amazing SILI Sponge, that is what this is called. BPA free, don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's a good thing. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I like the feeling or not. It's like it's like smooth. It's gone like wrinkly, like, I suppose it's just a bit of silicone then with like a coating over it, but it's got how to use here. So take a little amount of cream/liquid product and go in circular motions or back and forth to spread. Tap repeatedly to blend and settle. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. Also, first drugstore must-have of the year, primer-wise, these two are my favourite combination together. Collection Primed and Ready by Witch, the Radiant one. I haven't tried the mattifying one yet, but I want to. I'm going to go pick it up, so we'll see about that one. Anti-Fatigue Illuminating, and this is the Maybelline Babyskin Instant Pore Eraser Lightweight Primer, Smooth, poreless looking skin. So this does sort of like make your face feel a lot smoother and softer and whatnot. So I go in with the Collection one first. I'm priming just because, again, I think it's just like it's fairer to the sponge that I have nice hydrated even canvas, so I'll give it that. And if it can't perform well with a primer as well, then there's no way it's going to perform well without a primer. So, and take a little bit of the Babyskin, which is just like a clear silicone, and I just put it everywhere that I have pores. Although actually recently I got a chemical peel, and I don't know if anybody's had one before or if they like it or not, but it has done wonders to the texture of my skin. So if you want a video about chemical peels or like my journey, I think I'm going to do a course of 3 more. So let me know if you want me to vlog it or like see what happens or whatnot. But I had a lot of texture around here where I have acne scarring and stuff, and literally it has halved it after just one treatment, so I'm really excited to get some more. Right, here we go with the SILI sponge. So, drugstore favourite, boom, Fit Me, Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me in the shade 105. Yes, it's for oily skin and I don't have oily skin. Yes, it's matte and some people don't like matte, but I find if I don't set it, it looks really, really beautiful on my skin, and I don't get oily so it doesn't seep through, and I'm not necessarily dry skin either, so it doesn't look dry on me either. So this is just a really nice finish on me. If you look at my last sales and Spanish haul, I bought the Maybelline Fit Me Luminous and Smooth, and so I'm still yet to try that, but hopefully I'll like it because I really like the Fit Me collection. Which side, you know, any side? Or okay, I'm going to take the more like rounded side. Ah, wait, drag or slow motion? Wait, back and forth or go in circular motions. Okay. Oh, so can you see? It's just like, I feel like I'm pushing water around my face. It feels like I'm putting moisturiser on. It's like that slippery and wet. I don't know how this is going to get blended into my skin. It really shows how much product like you use on your skin that you really don't need, because if I was using a beauty blender, this would have probably already gone in now and I'd have probably used more. So in that sense, I suppose it's really good. You don't need half the product that you usually use. So what do I do now? Tap repeatedly to blend and settle. So I suppose like a beauty blender then. Ugh, my god, there's way too much product on my forehead. I feel like I'm gonna have to wipe this off. That's scary how much like too much product you use normally when you use a beauty blender. Okay, it's getting in my hairline. I've just washed my hair and that really cringes me out. I also hate the sound. Look at that, is such an ugly sound. This is hard work, you know, it's a little arm workout. Okay, so this is one layer blended out to the best that I can. Thoughts. It has blended it out nicely. The foundation is sort of one with my skin. I suppose there are areas that you can't get to, which the beauty blender can get to with the little point. Like round my nose, I'm trying to blend it out, but then if you drag, it just takes the product away. So it's hard to blend around like little areas like that. Actually, do you know what I definitely would use this for? I would use this for using less product. So I would put a little bit, like literally a squirt of my foundation or my product onto this, drag it around my face, so it actually tells you how much product you really need on your face rather than a beauty blender that just soaks it all in. So I would use this to gauge how much product you actually need on your face, and then I would probably blend it out with a beauty blender, not gonna lie. But it's quite a good tool to have. If you have the time and the effort and all of that to go through all of this, then it really works and it's nice. But I don't know, I feel like I would still reach for my beauty blender, obviously. Yeah, I mean, is anything ever gonna knock that thing off the hierarchy? Like, it is literally the beauty sponge queen. So moving on, and another drugstore favourite is the Instant Anti-Age The Eraser Eye by Maybelline Concealer. This is gunky and disgusting and I need a new one, and even though the product's only to here, so the wand is not the best, but the product is the best. So I'm yet to try the foundation, which again I got in my last haul. So this is too dark, this is the shade Nude. Usually I use the shade Light to cover up spots, but we'll make it work. So yeah, see, it's fine, it blends in really nicely actually. I'm pleasantly surprised with this product, to be fair. I did think it would be a literal fad farce, like rip-off basically. Let's see how it performs with concealer underneath my eyes. Again, another drugstore favourite is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I'm not sure how you can get it in the UK, but I'll look it up and try and see for you because you need this concealer in your life. Like, it is just so good. If you ever come across it or you visit somewhere that has it, like Ireland or America, or just, I think they'll obviously have it in France, just please pick it up. It is, you will not regret it. It is so good. So put this under the eyes. I'm not going to put too much just because we've now discovered that the SILI sponge can really blend product out. So, or like it drags it and makes it look like a lot of product. So I'm scared to like tap how hard I have been tapping on my face around my eyes with this. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of it under the eyes. In this area where it isn't directly under the eye, it looks really nice and it's blended it all out, sort of this area here. But as you go like right into the inner corner, it's really creased and just not, it just looks a bit patchy. Like, I'm not a fan of it in under the eye. Like you see, as we go up here, it's blending it out really nicely and making it all seamless in this sort of area. And then you get to here and it's really quite difficult to get in there. Like, there's a little point here, but it's just not pointy enough to get in there and really blend it out. And just to top off, to see its real test, I'm going to put on some, again, another summer favourite must-have, the PS Pro Primark Strobing Cream in the shade Rose Gold. So I'm just going to put this, oh hello, on the high points of my face and just see if it can blend it out. I'm sure it will be able to if it can do all of that foundation. God, I hope it will be able to do this. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, see how my under eye sets, see how everything else sets on top of the skin. So we will come back and see. Okay, so I'm back. I haven't done any eye makeup or anything like that because I just feel like it's a bit irrelevant to this experiment, but this is the way my face looks after. Everywhere aside from this little square here looks pretty flawless to me. I'm quite down with everything like that. I will say that as soon as I finished filming and I got up to powder my face, it was wet. Like, my face felt, I don't know whether it was like a mixture of like sweaty, dewy, like it wanted to be set. And that never happens with this foundation. This foundation is one that I can beauty blender on and not set, the matte and poreless one. So once it's sort of fixed into my skin, it sort of gives that really nice sort of semi-matte finish on me, and I never have to really set it. So that was a little bit weird that I had to set this one, like, or it would have gone everywhere. Like, it felt like a puddle of foundation on my face, which isn't very nice, but it looked good. So I don't know, like, it depends whether you're not really, if you're not that bothered about how things feel on your face, then you'd definitely be down for this SILI sponge, because it didn't feel great on my face had I have left it, but it did give a nice finish. So there's your upfall downfall on that. As soon as I set it, personally, it gave my skin a really, really nice, flawless finish, which is really, really nice. The only thing that literally drives me insane is my under eye. I'll zoom you in. So I don't know if you can see, but my under eyes are just creased to the max, and my eyelids. I've never had my under eyes creased so much. I don't think you can really see it in the camera, but it's literally sunk into any lines that I do have underneath the skin. But you can see that the rest of my face is really nice and smooth and like just bright and nice, whereas under my eyes it literally has just sunk in, and I feel like made them look just so much more like old. So I definitely won't be using it for under my eyes. My verdict is, for me, I'm not going to chuck it. It's not, oh my gosh, this is terrible, chuck product. For me, if I have a long time to do my makeup, I would definitely use it on my face. Like, for the face, actual base of my makeup without over here, I would definitely use it if I had time. So if, you know, okay, starting now I have 2 hours to get ready, then I probably would reach for that and my beauty blender, use them consecutively, and you'd get an amazing base finish. Like, I think both of them together would be like a combined force to be reckoned with. But I don't see how you can use this on its own. This is also perfect for testing how much product you actually need on your face. It was a bit of a wake-up call for me today of how much product you actually need on your face. When I put a couple of squirts over my face, which with a beauty blender usually would have just like absorbed right in, and I probably would have even added more. So in that sense, it's really good. I have a lot less makeup actually on my face, so I 100% would use it for that. Just squirt a tiny little bit, spread it around my face, see how much more or less I need, and this is a great tool for gauging that. It's now like really foundation-y. There's foundation everywhere on my hands. Because it's silicone, it transfers so easily, whereas the beauty blender soaks it all up so it doesn't go on your hands and stuff. This is, I have foundation all in my nails, in places I didn't even know existed on my hands. So it's definitely a need to wash your hands moment when you're finished. So I think all in all, it's not the product that a lot of people say it is. It's not the amazing new SILI sponge. I definitely wouldn't go out and buy another one once this one's like broken or something like that, or finished. I don't think I'll be going to buy another one, but I'm not going to not use this one now I've got it. Like, there are some products or tools and stuff where I'm like, I just cannot even use that again. It's such a fail. But that is not too much of a fail, but I'm not going to get really excited about using it again. Like, when I was doing my eyebrows are insane today because I tried to draw them on before I'd set my makeup. Absolutely not. They were sliding all over the gaff. So yeah, that is the end of my SILI sponge review and a couple of summer Holy Grail drugstore face products, which I do use all the time. The products that I've mentioned today, I literally use on my face daily, if not every other day. Like, I literally, if I'm just going to do a face of makeup, they are the drugstore products that I will go for. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little insight into the SILI sponge, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.